So right there you see all the sandy dirt just outside of the tree line. That's where I was working with my tractor about a month ago. I cleared a bunch. Since then I've run the mower over that spot to try to clean up any vines or anything that might have been trying to grow back. But what I want to show you is I've been running my mower through the forest here, and I clipped a few limbs but not a whole lot. But you can see, should be able to see that trail pretty clearly. It just follows this log. I just drove my mower right down through here over anything that was in the way. And there you can see 2 exit points. And then over here to the right, I drove through here. There's another exit point. Really cleaning up the edge of this forest. I want to get it to where I can see down in there and walk in there, but there's the trail, and you can kind of see down in through there, I think. Now all this dirt, all this fresh dirt was just vines and mounded up dirt and some small trees. I'm going to get my tractor back down here one day and smooth out this dirt just a little bit more so I can get my mower through there. I could almost do it right there, but there's a little bit of a dirt piled up and a bumpy spot. But I'll get over here and clip some more of these vines. I've been doing that for a day and a half now, just different spots around the property. Now here's a bunch of rubble piled up. I'm going to have to get out of here. I wish I had my pickup, but it's not running good. So I may use my tractor, clip this up and put it in the bucket, or I may make a sling and pile it on a tarp or something. But there's the little island that was left. I think I'm going to do a little clipping there. I had to give up my mower just now because I was down in there running over stuff I had no business running over. And the belt, I think I'm ready to change the belt. It was kind of loose, and I think a stick got up under there and dislodged the belt. But it's no longer on the pulley, so I'm going to run it back over to the barn and get that put back on. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm after. Just slowly but surely, just clean up some of the forest where I can get down in there and enjoy it, and maybe walk through it and see through it. So I'm back over here to this area that I flattened out a month ago. And I did a bunch of cutting earlier today, and I'm going to do some more, but I got all this brush over here I want to clean up. I don't have my truck here, and that bucket doesn't carry a lot. So I decided to put a tarp behind it, and I didn't grab the biggest one. Turns out this tarp is a cutoff of another one I had, so I may go get a bigger one, but for now I'm going to try loading this up, and I just want to try dragging this up to the burn pile and see how it goes. Okay, so I got that one little section cleared out, and quite a bit of this picked up. Here's my first load. Let's see how it works. Looks like it just started sliding off towards the end. That's okay. That's about 4 or 5 bucket loads that are smashed down onto that pile. I'm going to go ahead and start putting more on it. The battery on my tractor went dead, so I had to push the mower into service. It works okay. Only lost the load once. remember that island, I got that cleaned up quite a bit. Just a couple of trees there. And if you remember before, right about where that tin can is buried, the aluminum can, there was a line all the way down here going to that island that was dirt piled up and brush growing. And now I've got it to where I can almost get the mower through right there. But there's quite a few places where I've taken the mower in. You can see all the paths now that are starting to free up. And I don't mind once I get it clear, letting it grow back a little bit. But I just want to be able to walk in there little by little. This still needs a little dirt smoothed out. There's several places right there where I drove up in there. So you can see way back in there now. Several places right here. Just pushing the hedge back a little bit. There's a spot. I noticed there's some cactus growing. I might have damaged that one, but there's another one right there. And actually, you can see a bloom on top. It's just starting. Yeah, say you can. Yeah. And I did have some that bloomed last year that were yellow. Really pretty. There's a spot. This over here, these are some holly trees or holly bushes. And when I bought this property, that cluster right there was out about 4 feet. And it was probably, I don't know, 7 foot round, just a big bunch. And right there was a sand pile that was about 5 or 6 feet high, probably 8 feet in diameter at least. And I was able to use my tractor. It took me a little while, but I was able to move it. And then I've been slowly leveling it off. I still got a little more to do right there to where you can see and get back in there. But see, this is how a lot of it was. It was just really so thick that you couldn't see back in there. You couldn't, kind of like right here. That's how a lot of it was. And then up here, you can see I really started cleaning this out. Last year I really started cleaning this out. And then back in the distance there, you can see a cedar tree that fell. That thing's probably, I don't know, 35 feet high at least. Anyway, really getting it cleaned up. Today's a real good day. It's cool, it's windy. There's a tiny house. We're going to be working on that.